In most stories, fictional couples only become interesting after going through drama, jealousy, temporary breakups, emotional crises, and grand reconciliations. But Gomez and Morticia Addams go in the opposite direction. They share a relationship that's solid, full of chemistry, effortlessly fun, and passionately stable. No turmoil, no forced obstacles. They're simply together because they love each other, and in pop culture, that's almost unheard of. They don't need dramatic tension to prove they care. There's no arc of self-discovery just to make things work. Their love is complete from the start, natural, and flows without needing constant validation. They're not trying to be perfect. They're not built to fit some romantic ideal. They just exist authentic, intense, and unapologetically themselves. And maybe that's their greatest strength. Even though they're not the central focus in the Addams Family universe, Gomez and Morticia have become one of the most iconic and well-crafted couples in pop culture, always in the background, yet somehow stealing every single scene. From the original 1,960-second series to the 90 seconds films, animated adaptations, and the recent Wednesday series, Gomez and Morticia have always worked. Decades have passed, styles have evolved, formats have changed, yet their relationship remains instantly recognizable. And that's no accident. Their dynamic was built on a strong foundation. They weren't designed to be flawless. They were written to feel authentic within their bizarre, offbeat world. That consistency is what gives their story longevity. While many fictional couples fade from memory once the show ends, Gomez and Morticia continue to resonate across generations. They've appeared in black and white, as cartoon characters, in teenage versions, and in modern reinterpretations, and through every version, the core never shifts. Mutual respect, emotional connection, unwavering partnership, and real attraction define them every time. They don't feel repetitive because they don't follow a cookie-cutter formula. Their relationship isn't a trope adapted to fit new trends, it's a distinct identity. And it survives precisely because it doesn't need to be reinvented. When it comes to style, there's not much to explain. Their image says it all. Morticia in her sleek black dress, perfectly styled hair, slow and deliberate movements, and that magnetic gaze. Gomez in his pinstripe suit, hair always neatly combed, cigar in hand, flower on his lapel. Every time they appear together, it feels choreographed, not just in movement, but in intent. There's a natural alignment between them, even in their wardrobe. It's not about appearances or performance. They simply enjoy showing their connection. They're proud to be seen as a couple, and that kind of pride is rare, even outside fiction. They also hold a significant place in Gothic romantic aesthetics. Long before Wednesday popularized pale makeup and blunt bangs on TikTok, Gomez and Morticia were already the king and queen of Gothic romance. They proved that it's possible to be dark and affectionate at the same time. That intensity doesn't need to be cold. That mystery can coexist with passion. Elegance can walk hand in hand with desire. Their love breaks away from the usual trope of the emotionally distant, dark couple. With them, dark is intimate, it's stylish, it's shared. Their presence paved the way for a new kind of love story in media, one that isn't polished, isn't flawless, and doesn't follow the typical soft-lit, ukulele soundtracked, pastel-colored apartment romance. It's love with personality, with the scent of old wood, fog, and a poison garden, and yet undeniably love. It's impossible to talk about Gomez and Morticia without bringing up the 1,990 seconds version with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston. Those films became a defining moment for the characters. The chemistry between the two was so strong that even the crew behind the scenes said they looked like a real couple, and that authenticity is likely why so many people still hold those portrayals close to heart. The way Gomez looked at Morticia as if she were the most captivating person in the world wasn't just performance, it was full emotional commitment. And Angelica responded with that calm, intense gaze that said everything without needing words. A simple "darling" was enough to carry the scene. What's remarkable is that, despite all the passion and constant sensuality, they never came off as exaggerated or over the top. Everything about them felt consistent and intentional. Their love wasn't played for laughs, and it wasn't reduced to a fantasy. It was just their normal, a dynamic that never needed adjusting. Not with children, not with routine, and not even with the franchise being reinvented over the years. And maybe that's what makes their relationship stand out. It remains intense and present, no matter what's happening around them. Their connection never fades into the background. The affection doesn't vanish after the happily ever after. There's no drifting apart, no narrative of love cooling down. With them, love doesn't evolve into something else. It just grows stronger. Yes, the love between Gomez and Morticia also works as a critique, a direct challenge to the long-standing idea of the so-called perfect relationship, the kind built on appearances, where couples stay together out of habit, obligation, or shared history, even when the connection is gone. That's not the case with them. They're together by choice, because they keep choosing each other, day after day, because they still enjoy each other's company, even after years. While some couples can't handle a few months of routine, they deal with monsters, explosions, and Uncle Fester living under the same roof and never waver. In the end, maybe the most unsettling thing about the Addams family isn't the monsters, the fog-covered yard, or the disembodied hand crawling across the floor. Maybe it's that, right in the middle of all the chaos, there's a couple who's still in love. Stable, playful, honest, no manipulation, no deception, no emotional distance. A couple who genuinely love each other. And in a world filled with performative relationships, that's what really stands out, because it's rare and because it's real. Gomez and Morticia aren't just visually iconic. They're a reminder that it's possible to build a relationship that's both intense and effortless. They never needed rehearsed lines, lavish gestures, or European getaways to prove their love. They simply exist side by side, dressed in black, surrounded by shadows, laughing together. And that says more than any manufactured happy ending ever could. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Gomez and Morticia are truly the most authentic, stable, and passionate couple in pop culture? Or is there another duo that, in your opinion, matches that same level of connection and personality? Are there any other relationships out there that hold up this well in a sea of shallow, forgettable romances? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd really love to hear which couples made a lasting impression on you the way this one did. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, click on the one showing up now on your end screen to keep the conversation going. And only after that, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel keep bringing you this kind of deeper, more meaningful content.